on the tutorial mission,
tour of the
before you beam back to your created ship, they give you a choice of 1 out of 3. Right?
Right.
I got to talk to
yeah,
three,
and then for that mission, you only have that one.
Right.
But outside of that mission, when you talk to the admiral, then he gives you 2 more bridge officers.
No way.
You may not have accepted their application to your bridge yet.
Yeah. Well, I need to go to the skills trainer maybe, because I'm still have that mission open. Speak to Commander Balt.
Commander Balt. Now I think I know who Commander Balt is. He's on the opposite side of the station from where we are.
Commodities broker, Frankie collector. B1. Assignment officer. Upgrade. Security officer.
So Commander Balt should be on the northeast.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Quarter of the ship of the space station.
Okay.
Oh, this guy. No, he's in the middle. Wait, is this Commander Balt?
Why is my guy not moving?
It's Commander Okret. I don't know why your guy's not moving.
My guy, I tried to run into the door and instead he ran back to the clothing guy on his own. I just pushed up and he changed directions and went back to the clothing guy.
Sometimes that happens.
That's scary.
A bit.
Okay. I think I can steer using the mouse while pushing W to run forward. Am I going the right way here?
Honestly, I can't tell. I don't know where you are. Commander Balt is where I thought he was. Okay.
I'm going east.
You're going east. East is good. Once you get to the far east point, hang a left and go up to the white-colored section.
Okay.
The blue-white colored section. Yeah, the blue section.
I gotta know. This is some serious clicking going on in here. There we go.
Ah, there you are.
Yes, I'll help you with creating your fleet.
Yes. See, they don't give you a quest to create a fleet, but they do send you to someone. Commander Balt is right next to the fleet ambassador.
Hey, Commander Balt. Commander Balt's got mustaches.
He does. Let's see.
Tell me about advancements. Tell me about grades and ranks. Grades you get from gaining points, and ranks you get from spending points, right?
Yes.
Okay, back. Tell me about advancements.
At some point I'm going to have to take my high-level character and talk to this bridge officer training dude. Because I really have not spent any time customizing my bridge officers, and I have a very strange and unusual combination of skills. I don't know what my current bridge officers have. Let me check. Skills. Photon grenade, torpedo high yield, that's fine. Weapons malfunction, emergency power to shields, that sounds good. I would like emergency power to weapons more, but that'll do for now. Jam sensors. Prevents the enemy from targeting you, but delivering damage to the target can break the jam and allow them to detect you. The strength of a jam is increased in effectiveness based on current AUX power level and skill. The stronger the jam, the more damage the target will take before detecting you. I may want to change that one out. Jam sensors would probably be very useful for... Not that I have any in-game currency, so I can't actually...
Oh, what kind of character are you playing right now?
I am playing a science officer for the first time.
For science, Excellent. Oh, what's going on? Oh, that's right, that's F. Oops.
So,
okay. D. Right mouse button. You're crouching over here, you're scanning.
I'm scanning with my tricorders.
A nice light show there. Okay, so what skills do I have right now? It won't tell me. Small hypo. Medical tricorder?
If you press the U button, it should open the status for you and all your bridge officers. And the second tab is skills. And the third tab is which station on your ship or on your away team are your bridge officers taking.
Okay, right now I just have one bridge officer, Takara, and that person is on my standard away team. And has Photon Grenade 1. And then the USS Autumn's End, I guess I can put more stuff on it now that I have stuff in the inventory.
She has Photon Grenade 1 for her ground skill.
Yes.
What is her space skill?
Her space skill is... I don't know. Let's see. Torpedo High Yield 1.
That's
Beam Fire at
mine.
Will 2. Attack Pattern Beta 2. Attack Pattern Omega 2. Oh, but they're all 0. Torpedo High Yield 1 is level 2, but all the others are level 0, so never mind.
Yeah. The others you don't have access to until you have both better ships that have the systems to support a high-level tactical skill and a higher-level tactical officer. So she has one skill per rank. So she's an ensign right now, so her ensign skill is Torpedo High Yield. If you had Torpedo High Yield at captain rank, it would be a significantly more powerful high yield torpedo. It would be the same skill, but it would be reflective of being a captain level ability and not an ensign level ability.
I see. So her Torpedo High Yield 1 skill is an ensign rank skill in this case.
Right. So
but if it were down at the bottom, it would be a captain.
You'd have Torpedo High Yield 2, Torpedo High Yield 3, whatever.
Right.
Some skills are difficult to pull off, so you have to be a lieutenant or a captain to even train them. So a lot of higher level abilities aren't even available until a certain point. Like, I think Gravity Well, which is a favorite of mine on the Science Officer, the first level of Gravity Well is at lieutenant rank instead of ensign rank. You can get Tractor Beam at ensign rank, but you can't get Gravity Well until lieutenant rank. So Gravity Well 1 is the second rank of ability.
Okay. Right now I have, my skills are, I guess I don't know if you can see them from your menu.
Unless you're sharing your screen with me on Skype, I can't.
Okay, so you can't check the stats of your companions in your team or anything like that.
I don't believe so. I can only check the status of my bridge officers.
Okay, I have a bonus of plus 18 to medic, plus 36 to weapon proficiency, plus 36 to starship weapons, plus 18 to starship shield emitters, and plus 18 to starship hull repair.
Okay,
So
it's important to notice which ones are going to be passive and which ones are going to... Starship hull repair is going to make hull repair abilities that your bridge officers use work better.
I noticed that, and I noticed that starship weapons training and weapon proficiency are more like all-around passive.
Yeah.
Like, I want those because regardless of whether I'm playing on a team or solo, I want my weapons to do more damage because right now my reflexes are not so good.
Right.
If I respec, I might pick other abilities and throw away the increased base damage because I might have gotten better at the game at that point.
I would ordinarily, because I'm used to playing a tactical officer and I really like doing things this way, spend what skill points I have to max starship weapons training right now. But I'm actually going to try, because I'm a science officer, and if I wanted to use a science vessel, I'm sacrificing on the number of starship weapons I can equip.
Right.
So I'm supposed to, or science officers, as I figure, I'm not an experienced science officer by any means, should put skills into starship flow capacitors and next rank. Starship flow capacitors. So that would make tachyon beams, energy siphons, and charged particle bursts work better.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to put my next skill points into my
And
flow
all
generators.
of those are useful.
I figured I would
skills,
eventually get that kind of stuff.
and they're useful shutdowns, and they're useful skills, and I've really had no problem using them, even with putting no skill points into that ability. But
I never used to like debuff type characters, but I think that was because of the games I used to play, and recently because of that Etrian Odyssey, and some of the games that basically put you up against enemies that are twice or thrice or more stronger than you and can one hit kill you, but the debuff abilities take away 50% attack or stuff like that. Those kind of games have really got me into the idea of a debuff character, or at least having a debuff team member.
Yeah. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the other 3 points and either put them in medic for my ground ability or put them in weapon proficiency for ground.
Yeah, at this point, I've put my early points into medic, weapons proficiency for ground, and weapons for space.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything left to spend right now. But once we finish the next mission, I'm going to go ahead and put some points into flow generator and... damn it, what was I talking about? Whatever the other one is.
I'm going to try and focus on skills like Starship Flow Capacitors has a
flow capacitor.
click
And driver
out that
coil.
says science captains who earn 6 ranks of Starship Flow Capacitors earn the ability to train bridge officers in Tachyon Beam 3.
Which sounds good.
Yeah, Tachyon beams, as far as I know, they straight up drain a ton of shield off of your target. They don't have any other debuff effect, but they're really good at pulling the shield power off of your enemy so that you can do hull
Torpedo
damage to
attacks.
them, or
Yeah.
so that you can do other kinds of damage to them and make damage to that enemy more effective.
Which makes
for
the fight
you
go by
and
quicker.
your team. Yeah.
It makes the fight go by quicker because you're pulling the shield off, and then you can go straight to torpedoing them.
Yeah. I'm
like
not going to put 6 points in that right now, just because Tachyon Beam 3 is a high-level ability, and I don't have any... I'm not a high enough level to even use it, so I wouldn't be able to use it for the first 20 levels of the game.
So I have a question. I put a point into Starship Shield Emitters thinking that some of these things like Science Team would be on one of my first ships. Like, I'm going to get that ability at some point.
Science Team is very useful. I'm probably going to put it on my first bridge officer for science.
Okay, and then I was thinking about getting Drive Coil.
Yeah.
Because that makes your ship go faster and turn better.
It only makes your ship go faster either in sector space or at full impulse, which is in between combat inside of a system.
Okay, so maybe not.
However, it does say it reduces the power drain on other systems while in full impulse, which would be very useful.
It would be useful after a couple more points spent in other stuff.
Maybe.
Probably.
Right.
I want to start putting points into that soon, but not right now.
I wouldn't max driver coil, but I would put 3 points into it, and I'd consider putting 6 points into it. In fact, I am going to put 3 points into it right now to see how much of an energy level difference it makes, based on my other character who has no points in driver coil.
Okay.